Kishka for Koppel. Written by Aubrey Davis, illustrated by Sheldon Cohen. Published by Orca Book Publishers. Narrated by Iambic Productions.
The junk jiggled in Koppel's cart as he pushed it down the dusty lane. His shoulders hurt, and his back ached. His legs felt heavy, like Mama's noodle pudding. Koppel stopped beside a big trash can and looked in. He pulled out a moldy sock, a cracked cup, and a torn rubber boot. Then he spotted an old iron meat grinder with a wooden handle. "Just another piece of rusty junk," he said. "Why am I so unlucky?" Koppel tossed the meat grinder into his cart. "Unlucky?" said a voice. "If you sell umbrellas and it never rains, that's unlucky." Koppel turned around. No one was there. "Who's talking? Where are you?" "Sure your father was a great rabbi and you're a junk man," said the voice. "But unlucky you're not." The peddler eyeballed the meat grinder. He picked it up, turned it over, and gave it a shake. "Take it easy, Koppel. I may be a meat grinder, but I've got feelings." Koppel's mouth dropped open. "A talking meat grinder," he said. "How do you know my name? How do you know my father was a rabbi?" "My lips are sealed." "You don't have any lips." "Never mind. I'm here to help you." Koppel scratched his head. "Are you the prophet Elijah? He helps people too." "Do I look like Elijah? Be quiet already and listen." The grinder twirled its crank. "I'll give you 3 wishes. You can have anything you want. Just make a wish and turn my crank." "I don't believe in magic wishes," Koppel sniffed. "And I suppose you don't believe in talking meat grinders?" Koppel laughed. "You're a sharp cookie for a meat grinder." He chucked it back into the cart and raced home to his wife. Yetta, good news!" shouted Koppel. Yetta put her hands on her hips. "Finally, business is good. You can take me to the movies, maybe?" "No, this is better than money," Koppel grinned. "We have 3 wishes. We can wish for anything." "What are you talking about?" Koppel plunked the meat grinder down on the table. "Tell her what you told me," he said. Yetta rolled her eyes. "Oy vey, he's talking to a meat grinder." "Tell her!" shouted Koppel. The meat grinder was silent. "Does it know any chicken jokes?" Yetta giggled. "It sings My Yiddish Mama, maybe?" Yetta laughed so hard she popped 3 buttons. But Koppel didn't notice. He had a faraway look in his eyes. "Imagine, Yetta, if you really had 3 wishes, for what would you wish?" "I wish you would fix the leaky tap," said Yetta. "And the walls could use some paint, too." Koppel frowned. "Yetta, please try." "All right already," she said. Yetta's eyes grew soft and dreamy. "I'd wish for a pearl necklace and earrings to match." Koppel laughed. "I'd wish for the whole jewelry store." "I'd wish to be young and beautiful," she sighed. "I'd wish I was a prince. Then I'd take you to the royal ball." "I'd wish I was a queen in a golden palace on a mountain of cheesecake with cherries." With each wish, their eyes gleamed brighter. Koppel chuckled. This wishing makes me hungry like a horse. My bubby made a Kishka the...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?